Today, we're going to be looking at Magic the Gathering cards that are going to bounce your own stuff back to your hand. Do you want to recycle something you have in play? Want more ETBs? Well, you can today with these cards. We're going to start off with Cloudstone Curio. This is a 3-mana card that has been recommended by Steve Cooper, 3000, I might say. Doing obvious, that will be suggested a bunch, that's for sure. Okay, this is an artifact. Whenever a non-artifact permanent enters the battlefield under your control, which could be like, a creature, you may return another permanent you control that shares a permanent type with it to its owner's hand. So you can you play a creature, you can return a creature. You play a land, you can return a land. You need more land drops? Cloudstone Curio has actually got you covered. Actually got you covered for all non-artifact permanent types. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Kano wants to Kaito Bane of Nightmares, like a lot of ninjas. Oh, that's actually the point of it. Bane of Nightmares. I didn't even think of that. Think of the ninjutsu. Okay, so a 4-mana Planeswalker, 4 loyalty. It's got ninjutsu of 3, so you can return an unblocked attacker you control back to hand, put this thing directly onto the battlefield. Tapped and attacking, mind you. And only during your turn, as long as Kaito has 1 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 3/4 ninja creature and has hexproof. Also can stun things down. There's a -2 tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. So you're going to keep flip-flop and return Kaito back to hand with other ninjas. Ninjutsu ninjas! They slice fries and everything. Okay. All the guild lands that tap for 2 colors and bounce line. Correct. But you gotta name one for me. Pedgeman, Clement. The Worrywart. What's a Worrywart? Looks very worried. 3-mana 3/3 Frog Druid. Vigilance. Whenever Clement, the Worrywart, or another creature you control enters, return up to 1 target creature you control with lesser mana value to its owner's hand. And frogs you control have tap. Add green or blue. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. I'm really surprised it has that ability. It was like bounce a mana dork. Was that even necessary? Whenever Worrywart or another creature you control enters, you have to, or return up to, return up to 1 target point. Okay, interesting. That's actually really good. So you're not forced to bounce your mana dork when you ramp this thing into play. And you can bounce back whatever the hell you want for whatever ETBs that you need. Steve Cooper seems to be very well versed with the Worrywart. A person who is inclined to worry unduly. Well, that's an actual word. I thought it was just a name. These days I can't tell what Wizards is making up and what is real anymore. The vocabulary, they're stretching the vocabulary of what's possible. All right, next up we've got David with Candela, Aegis of Adagia. Hell, this is a white legendary spacecraft with flash. When it enters, return up to 1 target creature you control to its owner's hand, and it perpetually gets +1/+1. That's fascinating. This is like the crappiest like growth card I've ever seen. Not only are we not even buffing this creature by a whole lot, it's only a simple +1/+1. It's a massive tempo backswing to put it back into our hand. We have the option to, anyhow. And also has flying. Whenever Candela deals combat damage to a player, you may put a creature card with mana value 3 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay, we bounce it back to our hand. We can get it maybe back into play for free. Maybe. We got Dragging Games with Nurturing Pixie. That's right. There's actually a whole standard deck built around this, isn't there? Like, they have a whole standard deck based on self-bounce, which I think is the first time self-bounce is actually competitive ever. This is a white 1/1 fairy rogue flying, and when it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target non-fairy, non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. And if a permanent was returned this way, put a +1/+1 counter on your Nurturing Pixie. I'm beyond blown away, actually, that this deck works. I played again. It just smashed me. The annoying thing is that, yeah, they're bouncing back enchantments that come into play to kill off my creatures. I can't fight them. I can't fight them off. Hey, pandas, welcome. I can't fight them off, pandas. Next up, let's go Oh boy, Disappearing Act. Now you see it, now you don't. The Disappearing Act, a 3-mana instant. As an additional cost to cast Disappearing Act, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand, counter target spell. I feel like this card's not really going to do what you want it to do. It's like... someone is targeting your creature with a removal spell, and you're like, okay, I want to counter this. So I'm going to end up bouncing the creature back to my hand as part of the cost of playing this card, and I'm going to counter the spell for no reason. You're just bouncing your creature back to your hand just does enough in general. Also, I think it's a little expensive. That's pretty pricey. 3 mana for this effect? I think you should be able to bounce your own card back to your hand for 2 mana. Just be still a strictly worse counterspell. Next up, we got a Blackbird's Teleportation Circle. We got a 4-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature you control. Then return that card back to the battlefield under its owner's control. Blink is not... this is not a blink show. This is a bounce spell. Exile up to 1 target artifact or creature. We gotta return it back to our hand. This one does not qualify. Bryce asking, does Geist Wave count? I don't know if it's Geist Wave. A wave of Geist. There's a 2-mana instant. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you controlled that permanent, draw a card. I would say... okay, I'll count this. You got a little bit of benefit. I'm trying to go for cards that are really exclusively our stuff, but that one is like really incentivizing to bounce our stuff for an extra benefit, so I'll allow it for now. I allow it for now. This goes to Thomas Jenkins, says you can spend 8 mana to put a 3-mana valid creature in play. That is correct. You're talking about that spaceship? Where's that spaceship? Yeah, we're spending... no, it's not 8 mana. It's 8 power to charge it up. So it was 1 mana, but you have to power it up with 8 power. You need like a lot of creatures in play to get your dinky creature in play, you know? I think your criticism is still valid. Okay, we got Foxy Poxy. That was definitely not your name before. Or maybe it was. Okay, Recurring Nightmare. Everyone's got new usernames. I don't remember what everyone's name is anymore. See, I'm confoozled. Recurring Nightmare is a 3-mana enchantment. Sack a creature. Return the card itself back to your hand, and then return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Banded Commander? What? What? Is it that bad? What? It's not even banned in Legacy. It's not even banned in Oathbreaker. What did it do? Who the hell banned this card? I don't believe it. Corbinek, Fear of Isolation. I'm not saying like it's a bad card, but like I don't think it's broken. Is a 2-mana 2/3 Nightmare, and as an additional cost to cast this spell, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Also has flying. This one is special though. You can return any permanent back to your hand. You could return the lands just for your landfall. I think some people will really enjoy this for those landfall triggers. Danny says, surprised no one mentioned any bounce lands. Actually, people insinuated, but couldn't name a single one. Selesnya Sanctuary. Yeah, there's billions of these. The Karoo lands. Enters the battlefield tapped. When Selesnya Sanctuary enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Casuals love this card. Increase the number of lands in your deck with this one simple trick. So or increase. Sorry, not the lands. Increase the mana in your deck. Mana with this one simple trick, without actually reducing the number of lands that you have in your deck. All the time I see they love this card, fixing their mana. And you know what? Honestly, I don't even think it's that bad. I think it is quite fine. Panic says, you can return another target permanent, maybe removal for them, or if you want an ETB to trigger again for the blue counterspell. Another target permanent. I thought it said specifically a creature. What was this card? Additional cost to cast this, return a... Oh, you're right! It wasn't a... Oh, I am correct. Yeah, I could return any damn thing back to my hand for an ETB. I thought it was a creature. Reading the card explains the card for the millionth time. You know, it's one of those pieces of advice. You know, people can tell that to you all the time. But it only works in theory, not in practice. Never in practice. Steve Cooper says, Karoo lands mess me up because I keep thinking they mean crew land as in vehicles. I didn't know for the absolute longest time why the hell they were called Karoo lands until maybe sometime during the show, people... I think somebody suggested this card in literally one of the shows, and it's called Karoo. And it's like, oh, wow, that's the origin story. Enters the battlefield tapped, and when it enters, sack it unless you return an untapped plains. Well, that's crappy. You control back to its hand, and you tap to add 2 mana to your mana pool. An untapped plains. Well, these days you don't need to return an untapped card. It can be any card. You can tap it for mana. We're not so silly anymore. Okay, a Blackbird wants a second chance. I give everybody... You get second, third, fourth chances on this show. I give them out like candy. We have Draftna, founder of Latnam. This is a 2-mana, 2/1 human artificer advisor. Now for 2 mana, we can return target artifact we control back to our hand. What's the best artifact that has an ETB? Phyrexian Portal? We're a Phyrexian Portal them. That's a combo, basically, with this card. It's a bad combo. Pay 3, tap, copy target artifact spell you control. We can copy Phyrexian Portal! Where is it? Phyrexian Portal. We're gonna do it! No, it's... Oh, sorry, the wrong card! No, don't copy it. Was it... Oh, sorry, Portal to Phyrexia. Phyrexia. There. Oh, backspace. Backspace. Okay, this portal. Man, I would be so disappointed if I accidentally ordered this stupid card from a store thinking I was going to get this card. That would be absolutely awful. I'd be in for a rude awakening. Someone might even send me a message. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about your order? Pedman says, I think Draftna is better with Power Stone Shard. It's possible. Standard ain't... Oh, ain't big enough for... Yeah, this town ain't big enough. This town ain't big enough. Didn't they ban it? Did they ban it, or were they thinking about... Oh, they did ban it. It got banned. It's a 5-mana instant. It costs 3 less to cast. If it targets a permanent you control, return up to 2 target non-land permanents to its owner's hand. What do you want to say about this card? Also, Frogs and Bloomborough have ton of triggers when you bounce stuff because frogs bounce around. Look at I'd never thought about that. Look at that flavor. It was oozing so much flavor, it just whiffed right over my head. I wish I knew about that in the first place. Okay, we got... Jess, Nikachu is great because he will message you. He will message you back. Believe it or not, Jess, I've gotten that compliment before. Yeah, people in my DMs. I don't get so many DMs anymore, but yeah, I message you back. Don't message me on Magic Online. That's the only place. You can message me anywhere else. I don't care. You can message me on the dating site if you find me there, but you can't. You can message me on... I can't think of some sort of obscure place to message me. But don't message me on Magic Online. Okay, a giant Pop-Tart. Spider-Man, $20.99. Miguel O'Hara. Oh, yeah, there's 2 of them. This thing bounces stuff? Okay, 5 mana for a 4/4 Spider-Man hero. When Spider-Man 2099 enters, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. I guess they're saving them? That's the flavor? Don't worry, watch out, I'm Spider-Man. I'll save you. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I love that. Huge fan of card draw upon dealing damage. Does that mean Spider-Man is stealing? Like, where'd the resource come from? Spider-Man somehow connected with the enemy, and we are richer? It's the only thing I can think of. Indiana Jones with a flooded shoreline. Well, I have to... Oh, sorry. I guess Spider-Man got the super chat, but I'll give the... should have got the super chat. I'll give it to you, Indiana Jones. Flooded shoreline. Is it flooded shrine? Flooded shoreline. Oh, it does exist. It's old! I'm always excited to see old cards today. It's a blue enchantment. Blue. Return to islands you control to your hand. Return target creature to owner's hand. You know, I know this card is bad, but I feel like there's something big and powerful about this card. Like, it feels foil. You guys know what foil is? It's like a counter spell. You can you discard an island card and another card rather than pay this spell's mana cost to counter target spell. So hear me out. We bounce the creature back to hand with the Fled Shoreline. Now we got 2 islands in our hand, and we can use both those cards to recounter the stupid thing when they come back with foil. Hear me out. Hear me out. That's my idea. I hope it's good. Felix. With Lost in the Spirit World. 3 mana, sorry. Return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. Create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token with this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creature. Oh, did this last card bounce our own card? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It did bounce. It bounced our own islands. Return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. Does not specifically bounce our stuff. Disqualified. Stormy Cat. Long time no see, Stormy Cat. I don't feel like I've seen you in a while. Gush. Speaking of returning islands back to our hand, we got Gush. It's a 5 mana instant, but forget that mana. You may return 2 islands you control to your own to their owner's hand rather than pay Gush's mana cost, and also draw 2 cards. This card is super illegal. Oh, you can play in Commander. Does it see playing Commander? Maybe not. Wow, banned in Pauper, banned in Legacy, restricted in Vintage. Perfectly legal in Pre-Modern, though. I play that card in Pre-Modern. I love it. I love gushing. I gush over Gush. Pacers fan forever. Master Transmuter. In danger. The Master of Transmuting. Does it return? Oh, it doesn't destroy. 4 mana 1/2. Pay a blue, tap, return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. You may put an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, we did the old switcheroo. Now you see it, now you don't. You super don't. Saxus with Jeskai Barrier. Well, I should also say, this is like... Is this like a worse version of Elvish Piper? Because you need to have an artifact in play. Or maybe it's better because you get to return any random artifact. There's a lot of artifacts are like ETB draw cards. So I guess you're definitely going to get some value out of this card. Okay, what were we doing here? Saxus, Jeskai, Barricade. This card is Gas and Urza. Is it? It wasn't any of the lists that I saw. I've been doing my research. I've been doing my research on my Urza. I'm gonna make Urza a powerhouse again. Casual players hate Urza because it's too strong. Competitive players hate Urza because it's too weak. I just can't win with Urza no matter where I play. Okay, Jeskai Barricade is a 2 mana 0/4 wall with Flash Defender. When it enters the battlefield, you may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. It's funny. Oh yeah, because you might control it, but you may not own it. It's like return to its owner's hand. Shouldn't it be me? I guess not everything I control I own. I might want to get rid of something that's dealing damage to me. Okay, Bryce is desperately asking, does divide by 0 count? Divide by 0. There's a 3 mana instant. Return target spell or permanent with mana value 1 or greater to its owner's hand and learn. You may reveal a lesson card you own from outside. Nope. Definitely not. Moving on to Banovsky. Appa Steadfast. Very excited for the Avatar set. It's a new thing coming out, huh? Appa Steadfast. You know, going through these cards, I'm surprised how many new cards bounce cards to your hand. Like, that's the new downside. And also, they were saying up to. Appa Steadfast Guardian, the Bison Ally. This is my province's spirit animal, basically. Okay, this is a 4 mana 3/4 Bison Ally, flash flying. Very unusual for a Bison, I have to say. When Appa enters, airbend any number of other target non-land permanents you control. Exile them. While each one is exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 mana rather than pay its mana cost. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. This is technically is not bouncing cards back to your hand. However, it is treating it like it's bounced to your hand. Like, it's not like it's blinking them. It gets exiled, and you can play them afterwards. I think I'll count this. It's got very bounce back to hand vibes. It's like bouncing back to your hand, but protection from discard. If it was blinking, I would definitely not count this. And also, it was a super chat, so it was a super chat. You can bend the rules when you super chat. We've got KenCon. Remember, I was trying to remember your name. Dust Elemental. 4 mana for a 6/6 Elemental. Flash, Flying, and Fear. When Dust Elemental comes into play, return 3 creatures you control to their owner's hand. What? Why? Oh, because it's like a 4 mana 6/6 with Flying and Fear? That sounds gross. That sounds awful. Comes into play, you have to return 3 creatures. One of them might be the Dust Elemental. It's so vulnerable to like just kill off 1 creature in response or some crap like that. Oh, we got Jess. I've never seen Nikachu mad in the last 2 years. I do my best. That's funny. So you saw me mad beyond that? Okay, we're going to give that super chat to MTG Gaming Bob. Does Storm Cauldron count? We'll find out in a second. Five-mana artifact. Each player may play an additional land during each of their turns. Whenever a land is tapped for mana, return it to its owner's hand. 100% it counts. Yeah, you return your own land to your hand. Everything's an Oboro around here. Kairo's like, well, guess I'll try the entire mechanic. Let's try Yuriko Tiger Shadow. Well, we got 1 ninjutsu card. Oh, I did not spell this at all. Okay, let's just look at Yuriko. Yuriko, there we go. Okay, so my friend was so hyped to play their Yuriko deck versus us. And we got, like, I don't know, like, I guess it might have been toned down, but it took like 10 turns for my friend to kill us. We were doing nothing. I was mana screwed on 2 cards. Sorry, on 2 lands. One of my opponents was playing a taxing deck, and they were screwed on mana, on a certain color of mana. Another person was doing nothing. Anyway, I thought Yuriko was dangerous, and that the game lasted too long. 3 mana for 1/3. Commander Ninjutsu. Whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to that card's mana value. Steve Cooper says, Yuriko is such a whack card. When my friend plays this, I dislike the card. I had nothing against the card. I was hoping we would die faster. I was like screwed at 2 lands. I just could not find another damn land. And the game, and not enough damage was being dealt by this Yuriko card. The reason Yuriko is so hated is because it ignores the limitations of the command zone, is generally hard to interact with, not that it wins fast. Damn! I thought it was supposed to like put an Emrakul on top or something, even though Emrakul is banned. Old Boy says, Yuriko has way too much variance to be fun, in my opinion. You either steamroll the table on turn 4 or it takes a dozen. Okay, that actually makes that was very much in line with my experience. Yeah, like we had so many chances to get back into this game, but all of us were like basically screwed on something. Kara says, I remember playing CEDH with 4 lands in turn 4, in turn 6. Everyone was low. I cast Limdul's Vault and top decked a Shadow of Mortality. Friend could have blocked her, but I said it was an island to not get screwed. That's interesting. Fascinating. Okay, back to... Ooh, this is a good one. Undiscovered Paradise by Corbinek. That's a great one. I see that this card is super hot in pre-modern. Land, tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool at the beginning of your next untap phase. You have to return Undiscovered Paradise back to your hand. This is fine for landfall triggers. Well, not in pre-modern, but it's fine for landfall triggers. It's basically a cheapo Boro. I don't know why more people don't play this card. Do people just not know this card exists? It's a Wooburg land, damn it. Wooburg. I was just thinking, like, how do I... I keep thinking, how can I play... This could pay for my Dismember in my mono blue commander deck. And I forgot that I can't play Dismember. I gotta stop thinking about that. Stop trying to squeeze and Dismember in my blue decks. I'm gonna get disqualified here. Anyway, great suggestion. Love it. We got Surefire. Aren't you Surefire Games or something? Surefire Selves or something? Now we're Sure Skunk MTG. Escape Detection. Okay, this is a 3-mana instant free running. Return a blue creature you control to its owner's hand. Return target creature to its owner's hand. What? You could draw a card. Oh, I see. Okay, I bounce my card. We bounce your card. It's basically it was almost like a practice version of This Town Ain't Big Enough, for the most part. I think it was like a This Town Ain't Big Enough card. B-Lore. Did we do we did not do Palancron. One of the most famous bounce cards for infinite mana with High Tide. 7 mana for a 4/5 illusion. But it's real. Flying. When Palancron enters the battlefield, untap up to 7 lands. And for 4 mana, return your Palancron to its owner's hand. What do you guys think? Do you think they made this card with High Tide in mind? Like, this is exactly what it's for? Or was it just a weird, janky 7 mana untap 7? Because they had a bunch of cards back then in, like, Urza's Legacy where you basically got to play your cards for free. And it's just incidental that you can pay for it to return it back to hand and have infinite mana. This was a set where I don't think they were thinking about anything. They weren't thinking about the ramifications of anything that they were designing. Because they just completely broke Magic in general with this set. We got DPV 007. License to Kill with Emancipation Angel. We're getting this angel on the show a lot lately. This is a 3-mana 3/3 flyer, and when it enters the battlefield, return a permanent you control back to your hand. Any permanent. Could be Soul Ring. Next up. Oh my god, Cash Raiders. I made an April Fool's joke out of this. It was hilarious. I told everyone Cash Raiders was like the new hottest tech in Merfolk, and I made it believable. And I like bought foil Cash Raiders to sell the idea that I invested in this card, and I was showing them my foil Cash Raiders. Look at this Cash Raiders. Buy it now. 5 mana 4/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. And in like the game that I showed, I was like returning a Spreading Seas back to my hand and then replaying it on like a more sensitive land. Let me get Spreading Seas up here. It like you enchant a land and turn it into an island, and it draws a card when it enters the battlefield. So it looked great. It looks so... I was like, bounce the Spreading Seas back down, replay it, draw an extra card. Also, that man is more sensitive now. So anyway, I look like a genius. And then at the and then when people found out it was like an April Fool's joke, I was getting comments, things like, well, there's $5 I won't see again, because I guess they bought something on TCG Player instantaneously. Yeah, it's all bounce theme. We're bouncing all day long. Hopefully that doesn't sound too bad out of context. Okay, okay, we're gonna look at more bounce cards, but today we also have to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. The Fusion Open, I'm super excited. August 30th to 31st, playing Modern on Saturday, CEDH on Sunday. So you won't catch me playing Standard, because I don't play Standard, that's all. So I'm gonna get into CEDH so I can play more stuff at conventions. Also, they got Edge of Eternity's cards. Deal of the week this week. What is it? 15% off all Streets of New Capenna cards. You know what they have at Streets New Capenna? They got Tri-Lands. Go get your Tri-Lands. Got to get cards like I did. I got my Urza. I got my Urza at FusionGamingOnline.com. And you know how you could save some money while also supporting the channel? Use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases. And I would really appreciate it. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. If you're preparing for an event, I'm telling you, when you're not playing on Magic Online, you rent any deck you want with Mana Traders to know that is the deck for you to prepare for that event. And you can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_JTD. Back to bounce. We be bouncing. It's old bounce theme cards. Did I disqualify your card? Bryce? I don't remember. Denizen of the Deep. We gotta go deep. So I was going to say, we have to go deep when bouncing. It sounds so wrong. Okay, 8 mana for an 11/11 Serpent. When Denizen of the Deep enters the battlefield, return each other creature you control to its owner's hand. This is terrible. Unless we really need to bounce every single one of those cards. All the other ones sound like this is all reasonable. Okay, this card is cheap. We're bouncing another card back to our hand, maybe for value. We are tapping out for this 11/11. It's just like a one-sided washout, one-sided upheaval. Still qualifies. You know where you could put this? Mono blue Eldrazi. All those Eldrazi's with cast triggers, bounce them all back to your hand. Do it all over again. Does the buyback mechanic count? No, definitely not. Christopher B with Fairy Imposter. Oh my god, I miss Among Us. The thrill of playing over Discord. I don't know if I can relive that thrill again because it's just not popular enough anymore. Blue 2/1 Fairy Rogue flying. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return another creature you control to its owner's hand. It's pretty cheap. This is actually a really good card. 1 mana 2/1 flyer. Let me tell you, I've been looking all over the internet for what you can get for 1 or even 2 mana in the air, and it's not my slim pickings. Super slim pickings out there. Maddie Matson with the Shrieking Drake. This one I'm familiar with. I think it's 3 mana 2/1 old school combo piece with Alurin. Really? Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh, it was 1 mana. Okay, 1 mana, 1/1 flyer, enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. They reprinted this recently in Modern. Modern Horizons 3. Weirdest card, but whatever. Alan, Greenbelt Rampager. Oh, wow, this card. This was a huge energy generator. There's a green 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, pay double energy. Now, if you can't, return Greenbelt Rampager to its owner's hand, and you get an energy. So it was like turn 1, you could play this and just make an energy and bounce it back to your hand and keep replaying it until you have enough energy. It's a infinite money machine glitch, and by infinite I mean it's limited by how much green mana you spend on it. Bulky with Zephyr Spirit. 6 mana 0/6. When it blocks, return it to its owner's hand. Oops. This is like, I think this always shows up on like the worst cards of this type. Worst 0 power cards. Worst big mana cards. Worst cards this, worst cards that. Now give it an ETB. Maybe we'll see some play, but as sees no play. What is even the point? We spent so much mana on this. So much mana on a blocker that I have to basically pay every single turn I block. Terrible. Copyright. Oh, it's Maluku. Oh, my goddess. The Clouded Mirror. There's nothing clouded about this card. It's a 5 mana 2/4 flyer. Pay 1, return a land you control to its owner's hand, and create a 1/1 blue illusion creature token with flying. This card, when I looked at this card, I thought this card was crap, but then you actually play with it in Cube, and it's actually quite powerful. Basically what you can do is very late in the game, let's say you have 6 lands, you can bounce them all back to your hand and put 6 flying power in play, and you can still replay the lands later. Anyway, it's a really resourceful card. Very underestimated. I guess because Kamigawa cares about casting spirits, but that is still a jank card. Oh, yes. Oh, was it? Were there a lot of cast triggers on spirits? Or like when a spirit enters the battlefield, you get this and that? The spirits enter me. I wonder what the anti-demonic crowd was like when it came to that Kamigawa block. It doesn't look demonic, but everything is a spirit. Okay, we got Teamer. Oh, Teamer Warbeast. You want Teamer Warbeast? Anyone else out there with no card? Energy was so fun, even if broken. That's a take. I do not remember anyone saying it was fun. Teamer War. I'm like, it doesn't exist. Sorry. Oh boy, Necromancer's Mage Mark. I remember people hated energy because there was no answer to it. And now more people hate energy because it's like really powerful in modern. Okay, this is Necromancer's Mage Mark is a 3-mana aura that enchants a creature. Creatures you control that are enchanted get +1/+1. If a creature you control that's enchanted will be put into a graveyard, return it to its owner's hand instead. This is actually disqualified. Does not actually bounce. It is more like recursion. It's a graveyard recursion. Dr. Nemo. Ether Mage's Touch. Hopefully very legal. Is a 4-mana instant. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. It gains at the beginning of your end step. Return the creature to its owner's hand. Then put the rest of the cards revealed this way on the bottom of your library in any order. That is a very unusual bounce card. We got a little bit of cheating into play. We got a little bit of bounce at the end. Jeff says, have we done any of the bounce lands? We've done one. We can look at Simic Growth Chamber. Do they have a question? Do they have one for every color combination? Like, is there like an Orzhov one and then like an Azorius one? Or is it only the enemy colors? Because I'm thinking in my head, no, they have a Selesnya one. That's allied. I assume they have one for every color. Simic Growth Chamber. Where do these even come from? What crazy set did this come from? Dissension. I didn't play back then. Comes into play tapped, yes. And when it comes into play, you got to return a land you control back to your hand. Most of the time, it's actually itself. That's the ironic thing. For a lot of combo decks in Modern, I should say one combo deck in Modern, they just play Simic Growth Chamber to replay it over and over and over again. It replaces a creature's death with a bounce. Still not counting it. It hit the graveyard. What if the opponent has rest in peace? You're screwed. Disqualified. Anyway, Simic Growth Chamber. Very qualified. Turiat, mana breach. There's been a breach of mana. 5 mana enchantment. Whenever a player plays a spell, that player returns a land they control back to their hand. Affects everybody here. Everyone's gonna get bounced. You have to return a land. That sounds very frustrating. Although probably not for a Storm deck because what's it called? Like Storm probably only has like 2 lands and just a bunch of mana rocks. So they wouldn't even care about this card. Aeoli with Tameshi. Real estate agent. No, it's the reality architect. 3 mana for a 2/3 Moonfolk wizard. Whenever one or more non-creature permanents are returned to hand. Oh! This is like the commander for this entire show. Draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. And for white and X, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Return target artifact or enchantment card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. I gotta take a picture of this. I gotta keep Tameshi around here. That is going to be the thumbnail for sure. The whole show basically represents this card. Old boy says, rest in peace doesn't prevent it because you choose which replacement effects. What? If a creature you control that's enchanted would be put into a graveyard, return to... Oh, I see. Okay, you talk the talk. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. This card is legal. That's right. If a creature you control that's enchanted would be put into the graveyard, it's like it never went there, and you just bounce back to your hand. All right, all right. You lawyers out there, you magic lawyers, you convinced me. The court is in your the court has decided in your favor. Tameshi is a real potent control commander. Gormonic Upheaval, one of the rudest bounce spells of all time. Basically, it's Table Flip, the Magic the Gathering card. 6 mana sorcery. Return all permanents to their owner's hands. A lot of people thought this might see some play in Modern. Ended up seeing like no play at all. Some people tried. Just doesn't have that pizzazz. You basically have to redeploy your hand like super fast. Connor with Reinforced Ronin for that sweet, sweet red haste blink. It's a red 2/2 haste. At the beginning of your end step, return Reinforced Ronin to its owner's hand. Really? So I have to pay for this every turn? But we have channel for 2 mana. Discard it to draw a card. Oh, okay. So in some case, we do want it back to our hand. Have you ever played a creature early in the game and you think it's pretty useless after 3 turns? Well, guess what? The Reinforced Ronin gives you the option to discard it to draw another card. Turn your waste into treasure. Upheaval should be unbanned in Commander. Ooh, that's a take. That's a take. I don't know if anyone liked that take. What do people think? Should Upheaval be unbanned in Commander? I have no stake in this game. I will say it is annoying. I could see it being really annoying for the people who like to play really long games. Like if the game is gone for like 1.5 hours and then someone plays Upheaval, like some people just might scoop at the thought of that, you know? There is a modern deck that uses Upheaval that placed pretty high in a big German tournament, but yeah, outside of that deck, it really hasn't seen much play. I think it had a good one-time showing. Cyclonic. Well, the difference between Cyclonic Rift and Upheaval is it does. First off, it doesn't bounce your lands. Also, the person playing Cyclonic Rift will kill everyone. That's the whole point. They bounce all your stuff. Anyway, this is a pretty neat card. Bryce says also unban Upheaval. Unbelievable. You guys want to unban Upheaval? Let me know in the comments section below. Give me that sweet, sweet engagement for the algorithm. Send away your hot takes. Oh, this is a great one, Christopher B. Kafnet. The Mindful, mind you. Very mindful. 3 mana, 5/5, flying indestructible. Kefnet the Mindful can't attack or block unless you have 7 or more cards in hand. And we're going to help ourselves get to 7 cards, because for 4 mana, draw a card, then you may return a land you control to its owner's hand. Preferably our own, just to get that sweet, sweet 7 mana. Hey there, Tiger. Maddie says, Upheaval is just a win con like Cyclonic Rift. Float mana, bounce, redeploy, kill everyone. If only it was that simple. Okay, we got Deadheading with... is it Viashino? Viashino. Oh, the Sandstalker! This is like some crappy 2/2 with haste. Oh, it's a 4/2. 3 mana 4/2 with haste, but at the end of turn, return Viashino Sandstalker to its owner's hand. That's a classic. I think I had a friend who had cards like this in their hand, in their deck back then. You know, this was a very budget aggro burn deck. 4 damage though if your opponent has nothing in play. Bryce with the super chat. Sunder fits this show and it's legal in EDH. Sunder. Actual Sunder. Oh, here we go. 5 mana instant, return all lands to their owner's hands. It's half of Upheaval, 50%. But at least you get to keep all your stuff in play. Mini Ball Lightning. That doesn't have trample though. That's the problem. You can just chump block it if you want. Or kill it. Peanut Putter. Are we counting blink cards? Nope. Nope, no blink. Bounce. Blink is blink, but bounce is bounce. Connor was like, yeah, the Viashinos are the original bounce at end of turn attackers. I didn't even know that was something that was original. We got TDFHJD. How to keep an Is It Mage busy? Second time catching a non-AI stream. Welcome. Is this a real card? How to keep an Is It Mage busy? Return card name to its owner's hand. It was very short, so I read it. Otherwise, usually these cards get disqualified because they need to be paid for with money. They're not real. They're fake. Okay, Irrelevant Ferret. Nikachu, nice catching a live stream. Thank you very much for coming to your live stream. Also, huge thanks to TD also coming out for the live stream. Have we done summon? We didn't do summon Leviathan. Summon the Leviathan. A 6-mana 6/6. Oh yeah, chapter 1. Return each creature that isn't a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, Octopus, or Serpent to its owner's hand. That could be your creatures too. They added Merfolk. I like that they added Merfolk. In the past, these Leviathans never bounced. They bounced your Merfolk, which made no sense to me. Chapter 2. Until end of turn, whenever a Kraken, Leviathan, Merfolk, or Octopus or Serpent attack, we draw a card. I like that too. Everything's like a Svelune around here. MTG Game Bob's like undemand all cards in Commander. Let rule 0 rule. Oh my god. The 5-color decks will be insane. They're the ones that get to play with the most Moxen. Just absolute chaos. Manny Batson with Days. 1,000,000% Days. Ah, I hate this art. They have so many good arts. I think that's a banger art. They shouldn't have screwed with this one. Very iconic. Instant. You may return an island you control to its owner's hand instead of paying Days' mana cost counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. They never see it coming. Never. It's like, could they possibly have Days? But I don't want to wait another turn to play my spell. Jam. Days. Gets countered there, and then they're super unhappy. Depression increases. David Sampson with Teamer Saber Tooth. Oh, I wonder if that was a card Bryce was trying to get on the show. 4 mana for a 4/3 cat. What's cat? 2 mana. You may return another creature you control to its owner's hand. Now, if you do, Teamer Sabertooth gains indestructible until end of turn. What the hell is the flavor to this? Did it eat it? You may return another creature you control. Or is it saving someone? I don't really quite get the flavor here. Okay, we got Beanut Pie. We got Toad. I'm just gonna call you Toads here. Oh wait, we have a Toads. Okay, you can be Toad. You can be Wizard Toad. Active Volcano. What? Oh yeah. Okay, this is a red instant. Choose one. Destroy target blue permanent or return target island to its owner's hand. Which is really bizarre. You could return your own island, I suppose. You could tap a volcanic island to cast this card and bounce your own volcanic island back to your hand in response to like a wasteland or strip mine or something. Talthar, Riftwing, Cloudskate. Five mana 2/2 enters the battlefield. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Could be any permanent. Okay, flying. Suspend for 3. Rather than cast this card from your hand, where you may pay 2 mana and exile with 3 time counters on it at the beginning of your upkeep. Remove a time counter. You don't know what suspend does. If you don't, you can read the fine text. And as flying. Nice cat sound effect. I know. I got a dog too. I just never get to use the damn thing. Very, very rare. I gotta get more sound effects. I could get a bunch of magic-y sound effects. Summer Mermaid Star with Peter Parker. Which one? I guess the OG. The one, oh yeah, you actually answered immediately. The one that flips. Web Slinging Go Burr. 2 mana 0/1. Enters the battlefield. Create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. And then we transform Peter Parker. This was a transformation for 4 mana. Vigilance Reach. Each legendary spell you cast that's 1 or more colors has web slinging. You may cast a spell for its web slinging cost if you also returned a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. Fantastic. Hey, Arrow. Sun Pearl Kieran. Sun Pearl Kieran. Okay, we have a 2 mana 2/1 Kieran, flash flying, and whenever this creature enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. And if it was a token, we actually cash in on the token. We killed it. Because what else happens to a token when it goes back to hand? What is a token like in Magic terms? Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, we made a token. Did it like make a hologram? And then when the hologram can't come back to our library? Or I guess our mind. I think our hand is our mind. That's what it is. Tiger says, I will send you more cat cards on your shows to use that sound. Sounds great. Next, let's take a look at Reminder, this one transforms and is modal. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You could play either side. The Amazing Spider-Man! Exonort, welcome to the show. Desynchronization. Five-man instant, return a target non-land permanent's owner puts it on top or bottom of their library. Scry 2. Target non-land permanent's owner. This could be anybody. I mean, I know I've qualified a lot of them. Also, this doesn't actually bounce. We could count this one. Whatever. Did we really run out of cards to bounce? Is that it? We went through all of them? I swear there's more cards out there. Let's get another one from Kano. Scapegoat. Maybe the goat. It's a white instant. Sacrifice a creature. Return any number of target creatures you control to their owner's hands. This is beautiful. Actually, it's any number. It's a lot. It's a lot. What's a good sound effect here? There we go. It's the ultimate bounce card. Peanut Butter says, whenever someone has to have said Big Fin. Bouncer. By now, but it's perfect. Is it perfect? I thought this card was perfect. All right, show me a better one. 4 mana for a 3/2 Shark Pirate. When this creature enters, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. No, disqualified. So it has to be able to bounce your stuff. We're not looking at bouncing our opponent's stuff. This is self-bounce. They said desynchronization, not desynchronize. What the hell? Desynchronization. Why'd they make 2 cards that were so damn similar? Okay, 4 mana instant. Return each non-land permanent that's not historic to its owner's hand. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas, they're historic. Bouncing our own stuff. Danny, welcome from Spain. Welcome from Canada. I love the people from Spain. You know, I've always so my wife wants to go to Spain, and if we go, the one thing I want to do is go to this rant. It's apparently a church in the middle of nowhere, and it has this. It's got this picture of this. It was this picture of Jesus that was restored, and it ended up looking like a monkey, and then went viral online. Does everyone know that, or anyone heard of that? I just absolutely laughed my ass off at that. Well, maybe I can find a picture. Behold the monkey. I think they called it Behold the... Yeah. Behold the monkey. Yeah, I found a perfect picture. I wouldn't mind seeing this for myself. Here we go. How well can everyone see this? Oh, I gotta zoom out. There we go. So this was like the before, and then someone tried to restore it themselves. It was just a random person, and it ended up looking like this. I don't remember where the location is, but it's somewhere in Spain. It just went super viral. Yeah, I've seen that before. Went super viral on the internet. And the funny thing is, like, this town apparently was like struggling financially, and then because of that mural, like, it exploded. Like, the tourism just skyrocketed out of nowhere. Yeah, like a grandma restorer did it. She was so ashamed at the time, but actually it worked out quite well. The lady that actually did the restoring was heckled so bad she had a total breakdown. Yeah, I heard. But now everyone goes to see the mural. Nobody cared about that picture before, and now everyone loves it. Like, I would never have traveled across the world to see that damn thing in its original state, but in the monkey state, I'll go see it. Behold the monkey. Okay, yeah, so it was so beautiful. I still have it? No, I don't. Okay, Maddie Madsen, Cavern Harpy. How did we go through the show so far and not get a Cavern Harpy in play? 2 mana, 2/1 flyer. When it comes into play, return a blue or black creature you control back to your hand. And then pay 1 life. Return your own Cavern Harpy to your hand. This is a banger. You get two birds with 1 stone. Bounce the creature, bounce your own Cavern Harpy. And Pyrofox, Sutina, Speaker of the Tajuru. The Tajuru. Okay, this is a 3-mana 2/2 Elf Scout. When Sutina, Speaker of the Tajuru, enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Now, when Sutina attacks, you can return a land you control back to your hand, and when you do, you get a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Could be any creature. We did Shrieking Drake. We did that one. No card yet. Any ninjutsu card. We gotta name one. We got the 2 big ones so far. Lesthian, Season of Weaving. Season of Weaving. Oh, the pause. I thought this was such a cute mechanic, yet it doesn't see hardly any play. Outside of... I don't even know if it saw standard play. 6-mana sorcery. Choose up to 5 paw worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once. For 1 paw, draw a card. For 2 paw, choose an artifact or a creature you control. Create a token that's a copy of it. For 3 paw, return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. In theory, your own stuff. It would be really weird doing that at sorcery speed. It would be really weird. Does Cloud of Fairies bounce something? Isn't this just untap your lands? Enters the battlefield, untap up to 2 lands. Bounces nothing. Disqualified. I'll disqualify you. Have the bounce lands been mentioned? 2 of them. 2 of them have been mentioned. Okay, let's get Saxus. Saxus wants the 2nd card. Haka! Whispering Raven. I guess it's the back side of this card? Okay, so we have a 2-mana 2/3 flyer. When it deals combat damage to a player, return it to its owner's hand. Ooh, ugh, that sounds awful. I went through all the effort to flip this thing over, and then in the end, I got to bounce it back to my hand. But then we're going to do the story. We're going to do everything all over again. Voltland with Zel Dinched. I feel like I have to be saying that with a very thick accent. Zel Dinched. This is a 3-mana 0/3 human monk. For someone who's flexing their muscles, they don't have a whole lot of power on this card. You can play an additional land on each of your turns. Zel Dinched gets +1/+0 for each land you control. At the beginning of your end step, return a land you control back to your hand. Oh, it's a modal face card? Okay. Nikachu was surprised I super chat. You know why you've been doing that lately? Now I'm getting less and less surprised. You're almost getting predictable, Jess. But other people can appreciate it because it's super chats for everybody else. And Haka is only 2 mana? It's true. Oh yeah, you get to scry too, I suppose. Ooh, I love this one. Hibernation Sliver by Corbinek. I wish I had a Merfolk version of this. 2-mana 2/2. All slivers have pay 2 life. Return to this permanent to its owner's hand. You'll never be able to touch that damn thing. We got all in, or more like all in. Have we done paradoxical outcome? Does this return? Oh, you're right. It is a huge banger card too. 4-mana instant. Return any number of target non-land, non-token permanents you control to their owner's hand. You draw a card for each card returned to your hand this way. Although, to be honest, they're always returning like 0-mana cards. They're never going to return like an expensive card back to their hand. It's just going to be 0 mana, 0 mana, 0 mana. Draw a bunch of cards, redeploy all the 0-mana cards over and over again. Turiat, Zereth. Zerasan, the Trickster. 5 mana for a 4/4 Merfolk Rogue. It sort of looks like it's just a random human diver. Look, they got both legs. Now I understand. There are some Merfolk with both legs. I don't feel if this person is a Merfolk. Like a Merfolk in disguise. Merfolk in cosplay. Flash, 4 mana. Return an unblocked attacking rogue you control back to its owner's hand. Put Zereth San, the Trickster, from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Isn't this just ninjutsu? They steal that? When Xerath Sand deals combat damage to a player, you may put target permanent card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That is crazy. That's a good ability. Is that worth for me playing? Probably not. Those two. I gotta play with rogues. Oh, classic beefy taco with Thawing Glacier. This is. They reprinted this? Oh, this is vintage mass. It's online. Thawing Glaciers. It's a reserve list. Comes into play tap. Pay 1. Tap. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it into play. Tapped. This does not count towards your 1 land per turn limit. Shuffle your library afterwards. At end of turn, return Thawing Glaciers to its owner's hand. Awkward. Very awkward card. But it's the ultimate landfall trigger card. It's also the ultimate deck thinning card. You need to thin your deck, you could play this card. You know what's funny? Any deck can play this. Like it looks and feels like it's a blue card. It's not. Like anyone can play this card. Search your library for a basic land. It could be plains. Why doesn't anyone else play this card? John, wow, where have you been, John? Nikachu, just tuning in. We did Scapegoat. Sorry about that. Corbinek, here I found the bouncing merfolk. Yeah. Oh, darting merfolk. It's true. It's old, isn't it? Yeah. 2 mana for a 1/1. Pay a blue. Return darting merfolk to its owner's hand. That's okay, darting, but honestly, I'd rather you just die. It's the harsh truth. Felicia with Path of Tuin Vale. Alchemy. Instant for 2 mana. Choose one or both. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. That card perpetually gains the spell cost 1 less to cast. Why not just leave it in play? Return target creature you don't control to its owner's hand. That card perpetually gains the spell cost 1 more to cast. That is sick. That is awesome. We need more cards like that. Indiana Jones says, Thawing Glaciers used to see a lot of play back in the day. Just a bit slow these days. I don't remember all the decks back in the day. I know it was a really big control card. Like, control decks love this card. Because they're, like, passing the turn, just trying to grind lands out of their deck. I don't know if anyone else played the card, though. Like a mono white weenie deck or something. Then you get a card, retract. Oh, yeah, this is a good one, too. How did we not get these cards earlier? Pay blue instant. Return all artifacts you control to their owner's hands. All the ones you control. So you can replay it and get more triggers, more value. Okay, let's take a look at one more. I'm going to close my eyes. Let's see what we got here. Hold on, I'm going to get the rolling sound effect. Okay, what my cursor lands on, nobody knows. What do we got here? Another Christopher B special. Ominous Traveler. The hell is this? 2 mana 1/1. When Ominous Traveler enters the battlefield, draft a card from Ominous Traveler's spellbook. That card perpetually gains. You may spend mana as though or mana of any color to cast a spell. And when you cast a spell, return a creature named Ominous Traveler you control to its owner's hand. I don't understand this card. Why would they even design this? Oh, I guess so you can recast it or something? We have one super chat. Oh, you snuck that in just in time. Did we do Banishing Knack? We didn't do Banishing Knack. Blue instant. Oh, I just bought this card for my Urza deck. I don't even know why I have it. Until end of turn, target creature gains tap. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I guess I can maybe bounce cards? Recast 0 mana spells or some crap like that? All right, anyway, that's our show for today. Wow, it got really hot at the end. We had a lot of great stuff at the end. As usual, we do these shows 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. I really appreciate everyone showing up. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. Oh my God, with super chats. If you're a member on YouTube, you're a Patreon, or if you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat other people, so other people are part of the show. Thank you very much, and thanks everyone for your suggestions, your grand wisdom. The Zyber Nation. We got Washington here. Little Deadfly, Summer Mermaid Star, Christopher B. Dingle, Beg, Old Boy, Arrow, Kano, Spectral Maniac, and many more. Where would I be without all of you? Never. I'd be nowhere. All of you are the ones that keep this whole show running and together. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.